this is Esslin. Welcome back, fishies. You know what? It's 12 o'clock somewhere. And you know what? If you have a birthday today, happy birthday. All this is sparkling water, the rosé. Okay, whoo, what a day. Now, I wanted pizza. I didn't want to go out for it, but you know, you have stuff in your cabinets and refrigerator. I found some stuff to make me a little pizza. I got started a little early before you guys got here. I'm just going to turn this up. I had some of that French bread left over from before, and I'm just going to toast it up. I'm just using this bowl here just to weigh it down so to crisp up. I'm going to turn that back up. Okay, now right here, I have some, I'll just set that there. In this bowl here, I have some leftover pasta sauce. I'm going to use that as my base for my pizza. Okay, now, I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back I had those, a couple of meat trays I made. But, yes, this was one of the ones that was left over. It tastes like salami. It's very good. I'm going to use this. And there's sausage in my pasta sauce. And this is like my 3 or 4 cheese Italian cheese. And like I said, I'm just going to crisp that up. I'm going to make my own little pizzas called Pizza Your Way, Anyway. Yep. So I'm just going to move this off. Now, you know, if you don't have tough fingers, don't touch that. If you don't have the bowl to weight it down, don't worry about it. You know what you can use? You can toast it in the oven. You can toast it in the toaster. You can toast it in your air fryer. You can toast it in your toaster oven. Any way you want to toast up your bread, you can toast it up. This is just the way that I'm toasting up mine. And you can also put any ingredients on there that you like. Like I said, this was just some leftover pasta sauce I had and some leftover, I think there's some summer sausage left over and some cheese. So I had a taste for some pizza. And there's sausage already in here. So, hey, you know what? I thought, you know what? I'll make my own little pizza. And I'm going to move this over. Flip this back over. Is that the crispy side? I'm going to use the crispy side. I'm just going to get a paper towel right quick and wipe those crumbs off so they don't start to burn. Yeah, you know, so when you feel like something, you can make it up, whatever you want to. I'm just going to wipe these crumbs off. I don't want them to start to burn. And I was telling you before, you can use this griddle for a lot of different things. But today, we're going to use it to make pizza. Okay, now first, I'm going to use a slotted spoon. I'm just using my slotted spoon here so it's not as juicy. Just put maybe a couple spoons of that on there. Like I said, I'm just straining more of the juice out, just using a slotted spoon. I don't want it to be as soggy as if it was with pasta. Take that, spread it around. And you can use any sauce. Now, if you like white sauce on your pizzas, you can also use white sauce. Like a Alfredo, something like that. Oh, yeah. And you can also use like a pesto if you like that, if you don't want the red sauce. But like I said, this was just some stuff that I had left over. I got to start cleaning up that freezer, refrigerator. It's becoming that time of year, you know. Now, I think this back one might have a little bit too much sauce on it. But yeah, I need to start cleaning out the refrigerator. And the freezer, mainly the freezer. Okay, now I have my sauce. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of the cheese. Just a little bit of cheese on there. Enough to cover up my sauce. Yes, I spilled a little bit on the grill, but that's okay. Just a little bit of cheese on there. Now I'm going to put my summer sausage as substitute as my pepperoni here. Yeah, Just put them on there as much as you like or as less as you like. You can add anything on that you like. If you want vegetables, you know what? You can just add all vegetables. You don't have to put on there what I'm having. Like I said, this is kind of like a clean out the refrigerator freezer kind of deal here. Maybe a couple more. You know, guys, I know you're like, I don't like meat. You know, I like my meat. Okay. Now I'm just going to put a little bit more cheese on top of my meat here. I'm going to get the spatula in a second and clean off this excess cheese that's melting on the griddle. Okay. Then I'm going to move these aside because I don't really need them anymore. I don't need this either. I'm going to set it aside, out of our way. You know, I got to wash my fingers off. I got this really fetish thing. I don't know what it is about it, but I don't like stuff on my fingers. I know that's strange. I'm in the kitchen cooking. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to scrape off this excess cheese. Turn the fire down. Extra cheese that kind of spilt over. I'm going to cover it so the cheese will melt. I just wanted to get this extra cheese off that accidentally fell on there. Oh, come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Cheese, for getting out of the way. Little tedious little thing, but you know, that's something that I wanted to do because it was bugging me. Get this cheese off of here. How's everybody out there doing today? Is everyone enjoying it? Okay, now, spring break. What do you think about the spring break with the kids out? I want your opinion. You don't want mine, but what's your opinion? Let me know what you think about it. You might have kids that are out on spring break. What do you think about it? Are you guys do you go on vacation for spring break with your kids? Or is it a kind of like, let's stay home, what do they call that? A staycay? Yeah, I know you saw, I had some that went over there. I'm going to get it, but the reason I'm not going to get it this second is because this is hot. So I'm going to put this on top to melt. That's going to melt pretty quick. And here I have my plate, so I can plate it on there. Rinse my spatula off here. Now, what I did earlier was I did a practice tester one, but you can see the cheese. I didn't let the cheese melt all the way. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to stick it back under here. And I'm going to and it's going to be melted before the other ones. So then that way we'll have a taster one. One that we can taste right away. This is just a short, quick video. Just something really quick, short. Like I said, kind of a clean out the freezer, refrigerator kind of situation. It's starting to get warm out. I'm going to be planting some vegetables. And I don't know about fruit. Well, tomatoes are fruit, but technically they are fruit. But I'm going to be planting some, like I said, some vegetables, some carrots, some radishes, maybe a little lettuce. But I wanted to give it a try. And this should be, the one should be almost all the way heated up. Now I want to get a knife so I can cut it and share it with you guys. So I don't know if you guys are like me, if you have to clean out your refrigerator and freezer. But like I said, with my food saver back here, I put like, you know, 1 serving or 2 servings back in the freezer, and I eat it later. You guys see me cook quite a bit of different things. Now it's time to start eating them. Now I can hear it underneath there. Now, like I said, if you don't have a bowl, you can use a pot top. You can use almost anything, you know, that's heat resistant to melt it. I'm just trying to melt the cheese on top. You can also put it in the oven. That'll work too, like I said. Now, this one has gotten back hot. It's warmed up. And I'm going to take and put this back on here so it'll melt. We can set this aside. Doesn't that look good? Isn't that cheese nice and melty? Doesn't that look like almost like a nice slice of pizza? I've been practicing. I know I got to have it up high. Can you get the smell of it? Oh, can you guys smell that? It smells like pizza. Yep, we're going to cut it now. And you see, we have a crispy crust. We're going to set this aside. We don't need that. Now, look at there. I want to show you one more time before I take a bite. It's kind of like a pizza. See, it's almost like your regular crust pizza. You know, and I could have rubbed a little garlic on it. Oh, that would have been really good. Well, here we go to try to get our fill of pizza. You guys hear that crunch on that bread? I like thin crust pizza. This is a good idea. You know what? If you have kids, they might like it also. It's a good adult drink. I mean, drink. That's, I didn't mean to say that. I was going to say, it will go well with drinks. Nice bottle of wine. Oh, it would be really good. We're going to check on our other ones in just a minute. Oh, wow, that is so good. Pizza without pizza. I have the crispy crust like I like it. And I think this might be melted. This cheese might be melted. Maybe a couple more seconds, maybe a couple more minutes. What do you guys think? A couple more minutes? I think so. Okay, now you don't have to use, this was that French bread, the Italian bread that I had left over, French bread I had left over. I had it in the food saver, in the freezer, but like I was saying, you don't have to use this bread. You can use almost any bread if you want. You could probably even use regular toast. It might work. Just make sure it's crispy. And you want to use a thin layer of the sauce. Make sure your sauce isn't too soggy. That way your bread won't get soggy. Now, I'm going to eat this other one. It retained the crispness. As you can see, I was standing here talking for a few minutes, and it's sitting for a few minutes, and the bread still has the crunch. Like I said, I like, excuse me, thin crust pizza. Yep. Well, this one is done. That was really good. And I'm almost positive that this melted. This one is melted. It sure is. It's melted enough. Now we're going to take it off of the griddle. Oh yeah, the bottom is nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. The only thing about pizza is they don't really have any kind of, garnishes to go with it. So, here's our pizza at home on, what is that, French bread? Thin slice. It still retains its crispness. You like that? Can you smell that? Taste that? If you like what you see, thumbs up. If you want more, hit the dinner bell. Suggestions and comments are always welcome. You know what? You see, I'm thinking about eating this. Subscribing is free. Sharing is nice. I'd like everybody out there to stay safe and positive and stay tuned to Let's Try This, because you never know what we're going to try. And you know my words I'm going to say too, don't you? I'm going to smash this once the camera's off.